Good evening, my name is Kacper Paradowski and you're watching Poland Daily News. There will be a reaction to the lies spoken by the President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, on the genesis of World War II, which are harmful to Poland. On Friday, President Andrzej Duda held a meeting during which an unambiguous decision was made. As the head of the Chancellery of the President, Krzysztof Szczerski, announced, in the near future we can expect a statement on this matter by Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, written in agreement with President Andrzej Duda. Putin's words about the Polish anti-Semitic ambassador, which promised to erect a monument to Hitler, touched Warsaw to the core. The reason? They do not want to acknowledge this part of their history there, and they portray Poland as an innocent and sinless victim of Berlin and Moscow. However, the history of Poland is rather different. Warsaw reaches the bottom defending a known anti-Semite. If we were to summon the Polish ambassador to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for every anti-Russian outburst in Poland, like in the case of destruction of monuments to those who died in the war against Nazism, then he would have to live at Smoleński Square, where our Ministry of Foreign Affairs is located. There has been an unprecedented narrative attack in recent days. This is an attack that has the hallmarks of restoring a Stalinist narrative. The ambassador of the Russian Federation was reminded of the basic historical facts about the outbreak of World War II. We cannot agree to such vile words. Yesterday, a Russian ambassador was summoned to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You can see that this is a broader narrative campaign that is extremely dangerous. It must be met with strong resistance, not only from Poland. Today, 41% of voters would support law and justice in parliamentary elections, according to the latest social changes survey for wpolityce.pl. This constitutes an increase in support of 1 percentage point compared to the previous study conducted by this studio. Civic Coalition occupies the second place, maintaining the support level of 23% of respondents from last week's survey. The third place, with 17% of supporters, is taken by the Joint Left Committee, made up of the Democratic Left Alliance, Spring and Together parties, which means a decrease of 1 percentage point. The Polish Coalition, consisting of the Polish People's Party and Kukiz 15 movement, fell short of the podium with 9%, which put them level with the Confederation Party. Almost 15,000 young Europeans, as well as youth from Hong Kong, Japan, Lebanon or South Korea, participate in the 42nd European Youth Meeting organized in Wrocław by the Teze community. The meeting began yesterday and will last until January 1st. Pope Francis underlined that this year's youth meeting is taking place in the homeland of Saint John Paul II and that the Polish nation remained faithful to Christ when the temptation was to choose the easier way out. He added that Polish Christians dared to believe in a different future. The Teze brothers organized European youth meetings in Poland several times. In 1989 and 1995, the event was hosted by Wrocław, in 1999 Warsaw, and in 2009 Poznań. The idea of organizing a large international meeting in one of the cities of Europe at the end of the year came from the founder of Teze, Brother Roger. The annual event aims to bring young Europeans closer together through joint prayers, discussion meetings in small groups, as well as workshops on religious, cultural and social issues. Holiday revelers and fans of the cold were welcomed to an icy winter wonderland built with 2-meter-high frozen ice balls in downtown Washington, D.C. Dozens braved the cold to walk through what organizers say is the largest maze made of clear ice in the U.S. The installation uses approximately 300 blocks of crystal clear ice and weighs close to 57 tons. The transparent blocks were lit up with bright lights throughout the maze.
I thought it was very fun. It's short, it's freezing cold, but the lights and the little engravings of the ice and the colors, they make it fun.
It was kind of cold, kind of warm in there. For a cold day, it's good to be inside. And it was pretty much easy for us, but we got some dead ends, but we made it through.
Icelab, the company behind the installation, shipped the ice from a manufacturer in Missouri who specializes in clear ice with sharp corners.
I was expecting for a little block because, you know, all mazes have that, so we were happy when we actually found one. But it was nice to go around. I liked the addition of the lights throughout. made the ice look pretty cool.
The maze stands outside City Center, DC, a public space in the heart of the US Capitol. The maze, which will be under a tent, can stand up to all kinds of weather, except perhaps a tornado. That is all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for Poland Daily Business. Good night.